I died! Don't click away, because I need your help in encouraging grandparents to stay mentally active through gaming. Thanks for joining the mission at Gaming for Grandparents. And please let your grandparents know it is free to subscribe. So let's get into this video and see how many grandparents we can help. So we left off being on the end island killing the dragon. So that means that arrow did hit you, huh? Boom. Well, I don't want to do that yet because I want to show you guys the end city. So, we're going to find out what our coordinates are for this location here, so we can make sure that we can come back, because we want to be able to come back here. So from here, I'm not going to grab my egg yet either. I'm actually going to switch back into creative mode. Alrighty. Okay, so that's basically beating the dragon, removing all the end city, or all these healers, and I'm going to go on up here and just show you the top of these, where there's actually, if I go into creative mode and show you what I was shooting at, that are called these healers. Crystal, right here in crystal. Yeah, we'll go ahead and trade that. It's a good trade. So if I were to put this up here on this block, that's what I was shooting at. So I kind of wanted to just get into shooting the dragon and killing the dragon. Problem is, if you now break that when you're really close, it'll blow you up. So you have to stay at a distance. So if I move back, get my bow out, now I should be far enough away, and that's what I was doing. So all those explosions were that. Now that I beat the game, we have this little transporter here. And that's going to bring us back to this island. But out there somewhere, and I'm not sure what direction we want to go in yet, out there somewhere are end cities. And we're just going to go ahead. I wonder, does the compass even work in this level? I've never tried a compass in the end before, so I just wonder if it's going to work. Is it just spinning radically? That's what I thought was going to happen. Okay. We can get rid of it, because we don't need it. We have our coordinates, and we are going to just go this direction. I don't remember where our little island was that we entered on, but we can go back to our regular world. Wow, there is just nothing to look at. I don't even, we're going to go ahead and put this up because I don't even know if I'm going anywhere. Wait a minute here. How do I know if we're going anywhere? Well, as long as I'm not going down, I guess that's the good thing. I've only had a survival world where I did not try and go out and get the elytra or go to the end cities because I didn't want to bridge out that far over the void. Wow, talking about looking at nothing. So this is my first time, and I'm only willing to do it in creative mode. I mean, typically you would see... Oops, back to game. Get out of here. Typically you would see islands somewhere. But I'm not seeing any islands anywhere. I want to see if I can go back. Nope, I want to go back to 139. So let me turn a little bit more. There we go. I'm gonna go back to our island for a second here. Because I just want to see what my render distance is before I go too far out. Because I don't know if I need to... First of all, I feel like I need to get lower because I'm too high. And then secondly, I just need to see what my render distance is as far as at what point am I going to see an island. Yeah. Alright. Whoops. Okay. I guess I was looking down at the ground. Okay. Wow. Let me just lower myself significantly. Look at all those Endermen. Oh, I'm in creative mode. For a second there, I was like, ruh-roh. And I went that way initially, and I'm way over here. Okay, well. Facing west towards -X. Let me just see. Does a night vision potion help with anything out here? No, it doesn't. Oops. I need to hit this. Yeah, it doesn't help with anything, does it? And there's no, like, orientation whatsoever. This is actually a little bit intimidating. Okay, I'm gonna try to just... There we go. I'm just gonna do this. In the center of my screen, there's a backwards L that's normally my cursor. I'm gonna keep it as a perfect backwards L. And just see what I find. If I'm still at 54, let me... I want to increase my visibility and empty out my hands. So let's just keep going. Sometimes you have to travel for a great distance before you find anything. Well, the good news is we have our coordinates. If we ever want to just turn around and go back, hey, there we go. There we go. Now we're starting to see some end cities here. Well, we're seeing end islands. Don't know yet if they're going to have an end city or an end ship on them. But at least we finally have discovered life. Okay. Enderman life, but still. And no, I've never explored the end cities before. I always just go kill the dragon and that's it. Which also means I've never worn an elytra before. So that could get interesting. But I'm looking, and I've got to explore. These things here are edible if you're absolutely starving to death. But because I'm in creative mode, I don't have to worry about that. But I'm hoping somewhere on this massive island system here. And can you imagine trying to get out to these islands if you're not in creative mode? Yeah, and that's why I've never come out here to these islands. It's because I wasn't in creative mode. I was in survival mode and went, nope. Especially when you have no idea which direction to even start in to try and find a city. And I still have some stuff over here that I'm just going to keep circling this area to make sure that there's no end city and no end ship on them. So as long as I have something, I'm just going to keep going this. There we go. There's an end city right there. That's what I was looking for. That was not that bad to get to at least an end city. Problem is this does not have an end ship on it. Yeah. So here we are. Oh, I like that banner. That's a cool banner. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and go down here and we'll go into this. Now, again, I'm in survival mode, so nothing's going to attack me. But this shulker box that I actually have in my storage in my basement, they actually will spit at you and cause you to float up for a short period of time, and then you're going to fall to your death because they float you up and then, but only for a short period of time, and then you're falling. So unless you do some type of you'd have to do some type of a clutch MLG move to keep yourself from dying from falling. Whether you're using a ladder, hay, a bed, water, something that catches you, yeah, you're going to fall to your death because these things don't care. And they are guarding the in-city, and they just spit you up, and they'll even cause you to fly out into the void where you die. So I have no desire to go through this in-city in survival mode whatsoever. You can do it, feel free. Just like when I was in survival mode, I did not want to come up in here at all. But when you get up to the top here, okay, this is actually a parkour course up here, where you parkour. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Why can I not do that? Okay, there we go. So when you parkour up through here, by jumping on all these blocks here, all the way up, and there's a shulker box in here that will spit you and cause you to go all the way up as well. Right there, he's going to try and tag you. So it makes it very difficult to get through here at all without falling right back down. But that's, yeah, it's a long way down. But if you come over here to this section here, sometimes there's really good loot. But yeah, this is another guy. And if you splash these guys with, I think it's invisibility potions. Hold on a second, let me actually do this. Invis. And I want to do a splash potion. No, I don't need it for that long, but let me just throw a splash potion at this guy. Now the box is gone and you can see what he looks like on the inside. And this is the guy that actually spits at you. They hide inside their box and then spit at you. But if you kill them, then you get to keep the box. And that's what's at my base, is dead shulkers. So at any rate, yeah, that's what they do basically. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Another shulker there, shulker there. More parkour, shulker there. More parkour. But the chests are pretty good in this, so it is advisable to come in here because you can get diamond gear as well as diamond tools. Bunch of gold. These boots are a lot of the tools and gear will be, yeah, like this is protection 4, even though they're iron boots and unbreaking, so that's pretty good. Obviously I'm in creative mode, so I can get whatever I need. But some of the gear is really good. Other times not so good, because you can get diamonds in here. But all of the gear and tools are enchanted, was what I was trying to say. Diamond shovel that is mending. An iron hat that has projectile protection. So yeah, it's a pretty good gear. I mean, I think the gear matches the challenge of how difficult it is to get out here. But we've gone through the entire thing or no end ship, and we want the end ship. So I'm just trying to see how much more is in this direction. He just fell. How far did you fall, dude? Okay, well, whatever. Alright, well, let's just keep exploring these islands here to see if I can find an inn ship. Because that's what everybody actually comes out for. They come out for obtaining the shulker boxes. Because you can carry a lot of stuff in the shulker boxes inside your inventory box. And I'm just going to kind of circle around these islands. Because some of these islands will have 2 or 3 inn cities, oddly enough. And one of them may end up having the ship. So that's why I'm just going to go ahead and circle around out here, since there's more islands all around this area. I just want to make sure that I'm exhausting every space. But it's definitely much easier to navigate. When you can actually see something. That void is just void. Nothingness. Very intimidating. And it's actually one of the things, that just nothingness is one of the things that I think scares most players. Everybody's afraid of the void just a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, you have all these mobs that will kill you, and the only place that you have the void is underneath the bedrock, which you have to break the bedrock, which you have to use redstone and pistons and different things like that to even break the bedrock underground. And you really only are coming out here to these inn cities for the purpose of, trying to find inn ships or inn cities for shulkers or elytras. And you only find elytras in ships. So that's what we're looking for. I'm just trying to make sure that I covered all of this over here before I turn. I should have put some type of flag or something on that inn city that I was already at, so I'd know I was already at that one, because I didn't mark it down. Oh, nice. We have one of those transport portals right here. At least that's what I think, that light that just shot through. Yep, right here. So this will take us back to the Dragon Island. So that's the in-island transport, so that's good to know. I wonder if I should just mark that down, just in case I want to just hit this instead of flying back. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I am literally 1,000 blocks away from the Ender Island. Literally 1,000 blocks away from it. Back to game. I keep hitting escape for that. Okay. Now I was going this direction, so I want to keep going this direction. Because this is actually a pretty large complex of islands. I'm kind of a little surprised that I'm not finding more inn cities with all of these islands that are here. I have to say this is really nice that there are so many islands here. I just wish they would produce another inn city and an inn ship. But yeah, this would be why I don't. Yeah, this is why I've never explored this in survival mode. It is just time consuming. It's barren. It really reminds me of driving through some of the flatter lands of America, where there's nothing to see for hundreds of miles. It's like, it's either all desert or it's all plains, and your attention span just goes down and you're like totally zoned out and not paying attention to where you're driving. But it's also straight. There's not really any hills, there's not really any curves, trees. So yeah, so much of southern United States has a lot of flat land. It doesn't have that many different types of land features, you know? Or a variety of land features, I should say. I thought maybe that was an end city when I was looking at it through all these chorus seeds or chorus trees, I believe is what these things are called. And then chorus berries you can eat, but they don't really help your regen very much. I can't believe I have all these islands, and so far I've only found one city. That is just mind-boggling to me. And at some point in time I just wonder, am I going in a circle? Because I probably am. I feel like this is what space would be like and how boring it would be to actually travel in space. Because you'd have all of this type of meteors or whatnot and asteroids, but then you'd have nothing for thousands of miles. Just blank darkness. And that's probably what the makers of Minecraft thought when they built this whole area, is make it like it is space. End ship. End island. End ship. Alrighty. Very small end island. It actually looks like it's broken. Or Ender City, sorry. End City. It's detached from the ship. And another broken structure. Typically, I always thought the ship was attached, but nope, it's all the way over here. So let's go ahead and get up here. And there is a shulker that's, protecting it. One there, a shulker there. And this is the other trophy. So back on our Dragon Island, we had the dragon egg as a trophy. This is our other trophy. Problem is, it's going to fall right into the void. So, let's see if we can catch that. We're just going to grab, oh, I don't care, these blocks will work. Just grab a bunch of blocks and attach them. Knowing my luck, I'm still going to do this and it's going to probably still fall into the void. But I'm still going to put the effort in and try and keep that from happening, so that it doesn't fall into the void and I can actually catch this. And even though I'm in creative mode, I did just beat the dragon in survival mode, so I am going to take this as my reward. Speed this up, and I know I forgot something, and keep this egg or this head from falling into the void. Alright. Ah, I didn't get it because I'm in creative mode. I knew I was forgetting something. Aw, all that work to get it, and I forgot to put myself back into survival mode so I could actually get it. Oh well. Any rate, so that's the souvenir for getting to an end ship and not being killed. But if we, whoops, come here and go down. If we go into here, if it's not broken, there's the elytra. And you have to get through this shulker here. There. And let me empty out. Let me just empty some things out of the way so I can actually... I'm going to go into game mode. Wait a minute, let me just make sure. I'm going to go into survival mode, so hold on a second. I actually want to do this time. Because I want the advancement of getting this elytra. Got what I was doing for a split second there. Because I got distracted by my achievements. Alright. There's the elytra. Yay! Alright, now we have our elytra. Go into, for a second here, I should have done this while I was in creative mode. Game mode. Yeah, creative. Because I knew I was coming to do this, so let me let me move some stuff out of my inbox here, or my hotbar. And I want fireworks. So I need the fireworks because they act like rockets that keep me in the air. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. And of course I've never done the elytra before, so I don't even know what type of fireworks I need. But trial and error, we're apparently going to experiment. Survival. Take your chest plate off, because you have to do that. Put the elytra on, because you have to do that. And now, let's see if I can get out here without getting killed. Come on, let me up here, let me up here. Alright, what direction? Let's see how we do here. And yes, this would be my first time ever with the elytra. So I'm figuring out how to get the rockets to go. But I'm also not using the rockets and the jump button at the same time. So I'm messing up because you're supposed to hit the jump button. So I end up jumping, but I'm not in flight mode when I jump. So I end up gliding. So this is me gliding right here. Alrighty, well, I don't know why I tried again, aiming right at the void. Oh, I died! Alright, well, oh well. So I respawn and I'm back at my base, and I watch a YouTube video to learn how to fly. And once I get done, so I grab my gear back out of my spare gear, I should say, back out of my boxes and put that back on and get re-geared up. And of course, I already have elytras already with enchantments on them because I knew I was going to eventually get one. So now I'm going to go practice what I have just learned about how to fly. And now it's time to come out here, and I'm just going to kind of practice getting that fly motion to kick in. And I'm not sure where I'm going to go to start this, but I'm going to just practice jumping up and down and figure out how to do that. Many trials and errors later, I still have not figured out how to do this. I need to get myself into a flight position which is horizontal, and I keep staying in a vertical position, and I'm getting frustrated. And then suddenly, I get it, and I'm doing it, and I'm flying. Look at me fly! Oh my goodness, I'm finally figuring it out. Well, I'm still not exactly sure what I did to get up off the ground, but I did see that I got into that horizontal position. So now I'm needing to see if I can maybe land and try again. But for right now, I'm going to just enjoy flying and being flying. Because this took me like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes to figure out. I don't know why I was having so much difficulty with this. But at least now I'm flying. So I'm happy that I finally figured it out. And I'm moving pretty good throughout the air. I haven't tried landing yet, so I don't know how the landing is going to go. But apparently when I start kicking my arms and legs like that, that means that I need to use the firework again. So I did learn at least that much, that if you get too slow, but now I'm coming in for probably a crash landing, and oh, it wasn't bad. Finally did it. Alright, go back over here to our trapdoor. So now it's time to go back to the end city, or the Ender Dragon, and get my egg and get the credits to roll. So I'm back in the stronghold and back at the end portal to go back out to the Ender Island. But I am not just gonna jump. I'm practicing my jump so that I can get into that horizontal flight mode, but I don't want to fall into the void again. So as the wings open up, that's what I need, but I need it to stay opened. There we go. Now I figured it out. There we go. Now I've got to time it so where I'm launching the firecracker at the same time. And I'm not doing it yet. So I'm just going to keep jumping on this little island. There we go. Just bonked my head and lost a couple of hearts from that. But here we go. Now I'm doing it. Look at me fly like a bird out of a nest. Now I'm not going to come in for quite a good landing this time. And I bonked my head again. And now that I've learned how to fly the elytra, I understand perfectly why everybody takes the risk of bridging out over the void to get the elytra. I probably should have taken this risk a long time ago because it is really fun to fly. And I think you're going to see me in survival mode a lot more. Now, if you saw the previous video, you already know what happens next. I botched the whole gathering of the egg, but I still get the end credits in the end. So I think I will end it here with you getting to witness me mess up the second souvenir because I didn't do it right. Thanks for watching, and go watch the previous video to see me and my adventures in the end area here beating the dragon. I really want to encourage grandparents to stay mentally active through gaming. I want to mentally challenge them with strategy games and task management games and creative games like Minecraft. So if you appreciate my effort in trying to encourage your grandparents to stay mentally young, please let them know about this channel. And let them know it is free to subscribe. There's no cost. And again, thanks for watching Gaming for Grandparents.